A pleasure to meet y'all at last. And now today, here on April 8th, 2020, I feel like that I'm just going to go ahead and get on back to doing some more of those unofficial podiatry things because of all the complications that I'm going to be enduring from all of this NCOV drama, accompanied by some other things out here. So what I'm going to do today is that, if you hadn't noticed already, I bought a second pair of Vibrams. These are the first generation Bikilas from, I want to say at least 2010, because they literally go that far. And because there actually is a copyright date somewhere. But at this time, I feel like that it should be worthily noted that upon wearing both of these with the current pair of Vibrams, plus the newer ones, I was able to identify several things about them that were uniquely different. Aside from the fact that, they're both around 8 years apart, I was able to figure out that, sole pattern for one is much different between the two, as you can see here. And, of course, the old-fashioned Velcro loop buckle is present in the Bikila. Whereas with my other ones, which are the Trek Ascent non-insulated variants, they also have Velcro, but it is actually a more modern-esque loop and hook closure, which is actually going to allow for a much more precise, snug fit. The main difference that I found there, other than just putting in pros and cons, is that aside from the design, based on closure, both shoes happen to have different types of feel. For the Bikilas, the amount of padding it has on the inside is pretty awesome. But I gotta give it to the Trek Ascent, pretty much, for the fact that, there are certainly a lot of good things about this version compared to the Bikilas, but what I can say firsthand is that between both of these models, between two different generations being so far apart from each other, and also, there's a few other things about it. Of course, the inside of the two are very different, but the feeling is around the exact same for the Bikila as it is for the Trek Ascent, because of course, I've got 4 toes on each foot that are much shorter, so of course they're not able to fit into the pockets as, comfortably as possible, but they still do fit nonetheless, according to foot measurement from the heel to the longest toe, which, of course, on both models, they're size 43 in European, which translates to around 9.5 to 10 in American sizing. So that's probably one other pro I can identify for it at the moment, but pretty much to equalize it one last time is that one con that I can put together is that, the Bikilas, they're not actually as comfortable. I can literally not go barefoot inside the Bikilas as well as I could with the Trek Ascent, probably because the Drylex sock liner, it happens to be more smooth and soft to the touch, and the Bikila's padding as well, kind of rugged and a little, I guess, not so smooth, but other than that, I'm not entirely sure about how I feel about it in general, but at this time, I really don't have much else to say about them. But this is only because of the fact that while I haven't been wearing the Bikilas as often as possible, I've only been making this video just to showcase the main differences between the two and the fact that there were a lot of things that I could tell apart from each model and upon each generation. So, of course, I'll come back later in the month in like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, with another video that talks about what I know about some shoes and the like, but until that comes around, if you want to see more go down on my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.